So far, so good. Here we are, 2026. And Nancy, well,
Wow.
Nancy was the first one to send me. So we're in chronological order of when I received these things.
I'm such a good girl, aren't I? Uh, this, this is what I did in class with Sally, watercolor class, and we had to emulate a small portion of an abstract artist, Henry Lyman Sane, and he's just a wonderful artist if you ever want to look him up. Very colorful. And so I took a little, little portion of his the painting that you see there in the corner and blew it up and did my own little abstract landscape. So I really liked the artist.
Yeah, you took the lower left.
Right, quadrant kind of
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
right.
Uh-huh,
And I brightened it up a little bit.
uh-huh. Well, very good exercise for you.
Yes, it was. It was great.
He's a
Uh-huh.
great, I really like his art, and it's so nice to be able to crop something out and,
Yes.
make a brand new piece.
Exactly.
I liked it because he still had some semblance of a composition and you could recognize
Right.
some landscape elements
Mhm.
without it being
Mhm.
totally abstract. But I just concentrated on the color. I think that's what he did too, the areas of color. So
I
it
like
really
what
was.
I like the colors.
I like what you did with your color, versus his. I think you
Thank you.
like the brightness of them.
Me too.
Yeah. I
Good
like
morning.
it.
Mhm. Yeah, nice, Nancy.
Thank you.
This one I think is
Ooh.
fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty.
Thank you. I had the privilege of doing a lot of traveling when I was, well, not that much younger, but this was in Spain, above high
Wow.
mountain Spain. There's this wonderful Abbey Montserrat if you ever get up to it, and it's obviously was made like a fortress. So all the gates are about 10 feet, thick and brick and that. And I did this in watercolor. I took my time with it,
Mhm.
and I liked it. Was a good memory. So I was happy the way the rendering came out.
Yeah.
Again, Nancy, I like yours better than the photo.
Yeah, well, the photo is very,
Yes.
very old.
The colors
You
are
can see the
brighter.
photo is from 2003, so the photo has faded as,
Oh,
as
okay.
Kodachrome does.
Okay. No,
But
because this one I've seen in progress, so I know
Mhm.
what it was and how you did it. And I really love the way you did the trees in the upper portion on the left side. I think it looks
Right.
fantastic, abstract and
Mm.
colorful.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very
Yeah,
much. I
I
really had
agree.
fun painting this one.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping when I actually, I'm going to try to paint this afternoon a little bit with my one good eye. Having had the cataract operation, you will find this out, Lori, and Chris had notified me that once you get that cataract removed, it's like somebody turns a light bulb on. So, everything is beautifully bright in my right corrected eye, and my left eye is still kind of yellowish yet. So it's
Interesting.
I'll get that one done in another 10 days. But it's just amazing. I'm looking forward to having it brighten up my art.
Yeah.
That's great,
Well,
Nancy.
I'm learning a lot about transposing a realistic photo into an abstract painting. I see that a lot of the difference is that your painting brings everything almost on one plane, whereas when you're trying to be more realistic, you're dealing with a lot of perspective and things in the background. But you've abstracted it and made it into a painterly representation. Yeah.
Thank you. And just one quick comment, because this was done in watercolor, I find it's very difficult to layer on areas of like darkness, watercolor without it just ruining your entire painting and picking
Yeah.
up what's underneath. Much easier to do in acrylic. So
Mhm.
that's why I'm kind of especially proud of this, because I was able to maintain some contrast without having to lay it on too thick or
Mhm.
warp the paper.
It's very fresh and colorful.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Lori.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
Lori.
Ah,
Oh,
Wow.
oh.
That's cool.
That is nice.
yeah.
Hi, Bear.
Hi, Barry.
Hi.
Hi there.
Hi, Barry. So this was also started out as a project for Sally's class, and most people worked small. Like a fool, I went big, a full sheet of watercolor paper. And we were, taking old photographs, either family or just something off the web, and combining. And so I combined two family photos. I have from this one side of my family, my father's mother's side. So the photo of the man in the middle is my great-great-grandfather,
Mm.
who I never knew. This would be in the 1880s. And I think it was taken in Germany or Alsace-Lorraine region. And the two women were in one photo, probably taken in the first decade of 1900, maybe a little more. The woman on the right is my great-grandmother, who I did know. And the woman on the girl on the left was my grandmother,
Wow.
I did know. So, and we were, working in sort of natural sepia type tones. And
Mhm.
then I brought in collage element behind them using an old Beaux-Art catalog from the 1800s and just cut it all up that my father
Wow.
had collected. He had about 6 of them and
Mhm.
no one wanted them after he passed. So they're going into art.
Wow.
And this is watercolor, yeah, and as well. So really challenging. Nancy, right? You can't,
Can't layer too much, but you did a perfect job with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
thank
The
you.
contrast is wonderful.
Yeah.
The dark color of your grandmother's coat in the background on the left-hand side and the lightness of the suit of the grandpa. It's just beautiful contrast.
Thank
Plus
you.
your- all
Lori,
of your
you've
muted
got so much
tone.
more control over your texturing and your color choices, much more than you ever did when we first met you.
Well, thank you, Joan.
You show
I
that
hope
you know
so.
what you're doing with the colors. And what I get from this about what is carried forward, it's just how I feel. I like the way this great-grandfather, I think you said, is
Yes.
more less detail, so that when you view the painting, he doesn't stand out and take away from. And then I like what's carried forward are the details and sharpness you have here with these people. It brings them forward. It kind of goes along with your title.
Thank you.
I don't know if you meant that, but if he were any more pronounced, if you had emphasized them anymore, it would have, they wouldn't have worked as well.
Right.
I
It
think
would
it
have
all
taken.
goes so well. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Worked with charcoal to sketch it
Mhm.
so that I would keep it loose
Yeah. Mhm.
and then allow the charcoal to bleed in a little.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Took me 3 months to do that.
Oh. Wow.
That's different.
This was a paint over, as Chris would say.
Yay.
Pretty much,
Beautiful.
almost a
I
complete paint
haven't
over.
seen this, Lori.
No,
You
I,
haven't? Oh,
Looks like the desert. I like it.
Yeah.
thank you. I thought you saw this, Chris.
I don't remember seeing, or maybe I saw it when you were in progress.
Maybe. It was a complete paint over of a painting that I did for Sally's class that
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't like. So I just, it sat for over a year. And then I took a palette from another palette and combined some red in there
Mhm.
and just went bold.
Yeah.
Great palette.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
It's de Kooning. Yeah.
yes, de Kooning, right.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You see de Kooning in this? Wow.
Mhm.
I
I'm
see
gonna
his
have to-
colors, that
Yeah.
pinky color, and
Yeah. Okay, great. Thanks, Nancy. I mean, excuse me, Lori, I'm not awake.
Thank you. I know we have to move on. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the feedback.
Good work.
Yeah. And thanks to Scott for sending this. Good to have a sculpture in
Oh, that's
the-
fun.
Oh, he tipped it over.
That's so cute.
yeah, fractured ideals. And he explains that he's not being political, but he is showing the current trends in the news today. You can read it real quickly. There's an arrow pointing down that shows the government's downward spiral of conventional norms. The red leg represents the conversion of these institutions to a new right-wing interpretation of our country. The chair is mounted sideways as if being thrown across the room. This also represents the current chaos that our country is facing.
It's okay, honey, I'm in my thing. Did you have a good
But
birthday?
this will be the last in his chair series as he wants to move on to something else.
And those are regular sized chairs, right? I mean, it isn't a
Yes.
small model.
Real
That's a
chair.
good one.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Very cool.
Thanks for sending, Scott. Appreciated. Oh, me. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Now,
That's great.
this is not my main entry, but it is what I worked from, a photo. I took a cruise with my sisters about 7 years ago on Holland America, the Mexican Riviera. And I really love this, but it's a photograph, and I'm not sure if maybe if I remove these little marks on the right and move the clouds over a little bit, I might get something, but I'm not sure how photographically interesting it'll be to a judge is what it is. But I might blow it up just to put on my wall, because I was just laid back on this cruise ship, Holland America, and I'd never been on a cruise before. I'm on the balcony and enjoying the breeze and the sun, and I'm just totally in bliss. Okay, so, but in any
It takes me there. It's a beautiful
Yeah, I like it.
invitation.
yeah, but just quickly, do you think it would work as a photography entry if I
I don't know.
move the clouds out and move this, fix the right side a bit? I'm not sure, but anyway, I love it. But here's what I had to turn it into, which is not as sentimental, but I'm abstracting it like this.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I like that.
Margarita.
Margaritaville,
Margaritaville. Yeah.
wasting away,
Oh, yeah.
Margaritaville. Anyway, my sister, I always send my sister in England a copy for a critique, and she doesn't tell me details because she's not an artist, but she just says, I like it, I don't like it. There's something about it I don't like. So I have to figure out what it is she didn't like. So this is what I had sent her, this version down here where everything is kind of very pasty and there's no contrast. So I figured out somehow that that's what she meant. So I have, in fact, what I love that I kicked it up is that the margarita is more yellow. There's my nice lime showing here where it wasn't really showing here. And then I kicked up the contrast with the lettering, added some lines in here and put a little margarita glass. Now you know all about the drinks I like, right? Chardonnay and margaritas.
Joan, can I make a quick comment?
Oh, yes, please.
With this interpretation of it, you eliminated the reference of you being on a ship. So for me, I mean, I love this, but I don't know that is good. It looks like you might be standing looking down at your feet on a street. You know what I mean? As opposed to seeing the railing and a ship above. So just maybe to place it in a different, in the original setting might, I think, further explain what this is. You're sitting in a lounge chair looking out on the sea.
Wait, okay, thank you for that, Nancy.
Yeah, I agree.
Otherwise, it looks like you're just looking down at your feet on the street because of the charcoal color.
I never thought of it that way, but you're right. You're absolutely right.
Just a sliver of a railing and a sea, and the clouds maybe tiny.
Well, you know, I did try that, and when I tried that, trying to mix something that realistic with it, I know what everybody said, and I agree with you, but let's just not even think it's on a ship.
Right.
Just think of it as an abstract painting.
That's my viewpoint, Joan. It's Chris, and I agree. I think, you know, now it's become a totally different, separate thing. And
right.
You use the photograph as an inspiration piece to come to this.
Right.
Because it can conjure up a lot of different, like, well, where is that setting? So the viewer doesn't know where that setting is, and makes it, you know, his imagination.
Yeah. But you have no idea. I've tried the sky, I've tried the clouds, and it totally screwed up the abstract nature of this whole.
Leave it alone. Looks good.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Thank you, though. I really appreciate your comment.
Very interesting.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
I took this 52 hours train from San Francisco to Chicago, and then I was so enjoying the scene and from
Yeah.
several states. I took pictures and I tried to watercolor to paint, but I'm not satisfied about my painting. It look too like a photos. So I just sent it to June. I said even I don't like it, but I still want to share with with our group because I really enjoying this beautiful scenes.
Mhm. Yeah.
I love the top one, Joy. It's got a lot of contrast in there. And
Yeah.
that little bit of green to the left below the mountains kind of
This,
is a surprise, and I really like that.
that,
Oh,
that
I
thank
agree
you.
with that. I love that
very
part.
nice.
I love both of them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very,
Beautiful work is
Too
always.
realistic.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Photorealism.
there's nothing wrong with realistic, Joy.
No.
Okay.
Beautiful. Wow.
It's a real
I
art.
will keep it. I will keep it as my draft. I will do
Nice.
more work later.
Yeah. And then you've got the ones with the snow. These are beautiful.
Ooh.
Oh,
Going through
Right.
Illinois
My,
and Iowa. Mhm.
yeah, that's what Illinois looks like right now.
yeah.
Yes, this
Yeah,
was
yeah,
so cold, over there.
yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
Oh, the top one is gorgeous.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Thank you.
Tonally, they're beautiful. I mean, they give such a nice, you can see the color, but it's just, I don't know, it's just peaceful. And tonal, the colors all work, the tone.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel cold just looking at them.
Right.
And the technique, you make this look so simple to do, but if you didn't have the technique, you couldn't have done this so well. I mean, it's beautiful application of watercolor. Very nice.
Oh, thank you.
Gorgeous.
I'm glad to hear.
Did
Beautiful.
you enjoy?
This was an educational experience. Pico invited me up. I used to do quite a lot of relief carving, and he asked me to come up and see if I could like to try some ceramics. And I went out and I got my clump of clay and I started to relief carve it. And he whacked my hand with a ruler and said, "That's not how you do ceramics. And you add on, you don't take off." So it was the opposite of relief carving. And so I ended up with this face. You put a handful of paper behind it to get the shape. And then you start adding the eyebrows and the nose and the lips, etc. And then he offered to put it through, the furnace and the glazes and stuff. And this is what came out. And then that's a pair of earrings that we found lying around the house somewhere. And I kind of like it. It's fun.
It is,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Did I miss when you did it, Barry? Is it recent?
No, about 3 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the earrings kind of make it look more primitive. Like, how Faya has her African ladies.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me, you've been in Africa, and are you South African? I can't remember.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, no wonder. Yeah, it's perfect. Suzanne, we have to know how you did this.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it was raining and I had my phone with me, so I took a bunch of pictures of the rain through the windows of the car. And then I, just did a bunch of shots, and then I got home and looked at them, and I had this sort of streak of color because as the motion of the cars made this streak. So I took this part as a blue and I went into Procreate and then I abstracted it out. And I was right downtown Carlsbad, so the beach was right there. So I really wasn't thinking. I was just sort of reacting to the images and the color.
Mhm.
And so then I realized, oh man, it sort of looks like a wave
Yeah.
coming in through the side. And they have these interesting brushes in Procreate, so I could make those little stipple things. So it looks like, pieces of water
Water
floating
splashing
around.
on.
And anyway, I just enjoyed it,
Mhm.
and I've been watching a lot about we're going to the moon, and that's what's moving on. It's sort of, I don't know.
So you,
I don't know. I really had
you
fun.
overlaid all these waves. You overlaid it on top of the.
Yeah, it's all overlaid on top of the photograph.
All
But
right.
the photograph actually came out with these colors. I didn't change it at all. And there
Nice.
was a man standing there. That's the shadow. So
Oh.
Very, very abstract.
yeah, I
Love the
had
contrast.
I had fun.
Contrast of the realistic, but moody kind of photograph, and that splash of those abstract waves and the color coming in. It's just a fabulous combination, Suzanne.
Thank you.
Yeah, very nice. Work is getting more complex and with more depth. What I mean is you're putting in more recognizable abstract things than you used to do, which is very nice. I'm glad you're coming along that way.
Thank you.
All right.
The yellow stippling that was in the right top corner of the abstract area that you did, that's just so effective in there. I had to really look close to see. It just feels like it's part of the background instead, and I find that really effective.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Cynthia, your work is along these lines. You like to do things that are not so common. You like to be creative and do abstract kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I do some abstract, but I mostly work whimsically.
Mhm.
Well, this is my first piece of 2026. And, basically it's sketchbook type stuff, this one and the next one. I just recently watched a video from Louise Fletcher, and she was saying that your goal should never be to finish the painting. You should leave something for the viewer to finish. And so that's what I've been doing lately is I've been kind of going to a point and stopping, just because sometimes I tend to overwork the piece, and then all the strokes from the beginning layers have disappeared, and I end up with just, something boring. So
This is my favorite
Yeah,
kind of.
this is not boring, and I
Oh,
have a title to suggest if you let me. It's called
Of course.
Screw the Acorn Door, because
Oh.
you can see there's an acorn shape in that vase-like
I see
structure,
that now.
and I think it just adds a little bit of fun to it.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
And
but
Nancy, you told, because Nancy's seen this, I interpreted your comment to be this was the elbow thing here. And
Yes.
what I did was I shaded this area instead of putting another dark black line.
That worked. Absolutely
Yeah.
worked. I love this finished product, Chris.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
came out great.
This is my favorite of 2026, and it's only the 19th. Once again, your colors are just
Yeah.
phenomenal. The way you limit your palette and you add a little bit of collage, a little bit of line, a little bit of abstract areas, and then some semblance of realistic drawing. I mean, it's just in your graffiti type stuff in there. It's just a great combination of all your skills.
Yes, this is my favorite of the type of work that you do, including the color. You love this kind of blue, the blue overtone. And
Yeah, I
then,
love that blue.
and then the collage work with probably with the music sheet and the lettering. Everything is just what I always like in your work.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Okay, now the next one is where if you keep your eye on this one and see what you did with the black lines on this one where they don't dominate. This is what I was trying to tell you, was that to me, I thought some of the black kind of dominates, and you don't appreciate the beauty around the rest of it, is what I was trying to tell you in private. So, but anyway, interesting.
Yeah, this was just trying out some geometric shapes and, contrasting line work. It's
I
probably
think,
not
Chris, if
finished.
next month, if you submit your latest kind of version of this that you've shown me, we'll probably answer maybe some of Joan's critique is a strong word, but her comments here, because you take this to another level, which is really cool. So it'll be interesting to see that hopefully next month. I've already seen it.
Let's compare. Let me see what you did
Yeah.
with it. So anyway, moving along. Sorry to rush you. We've got a few more things.
Wow.
Edie, Beautiful drawing.
Oh, they're pretty.
Very nice, Kitty.
Thank you. This was on my live model that we had. Joy is in the same class, and we love it. And it was like 2 or 3 times 20 minutes. And these are different models in different time I did.
Mhm. Oh, I love the face here.
Yeah,
Oh, how
yeah.
subtle, beautiful.
Everything.
Uh-huh. You're
Yeah.
so
And that full figure, standing figure, just so commanding. I mean, it's just with the arm behind her back is perfect.
Yeah. Thank you. I enjoyed this class. Yes.
nice work.
Did you use a toned paper for the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of paper?
A
It's
toned.
pastel paper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Toned.
Uh-huh. Very
Pastel.
delicate. Uh-huh.
And on the second one, the woman is standing, you see that I have a figure that I kind of try to eliminate it, but it didn't go all the way, but I like it. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
another,
Uh-huh. Oh, you mean the
So-
little spots over here?
yeah.
Oh, it's just like a background. This, I think it works.
Yeah.
It's
Texture.
it's a sitting person, but
Mm-hmm.
it's barely you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And Didi.
Thank you.
Oh, aw.
And
I want him.
Oh, so cute.
yeah, this was
Wow,
my neighbor's dog, which
I
passed
love
away.
it.
beautiful.
And I did this one with only pencil, and
Wow.
it was a gift, but he was just insisting I have to pay you. But he was happy.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Oh, the
Wow.
depth. It's so deep.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, really, the depth is just
I've seen
lovely.
dogs. Yeah, dogs are always got this pleading look in their eyes when they want you to give them a treat.
And it's so hard to do pet portraits, and you've got that three-dimensional effect. You can see right,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
The expression.
It was nice.
So, and then the rest of it, we're going to hand it over to Cynthia to tell us all about this stuff here.
Oh.
Well, I thought I would inundate you guys with my work because I do a variety of things. So I just sent examples of things I do.
Let me just, I'll go back to the other slide. She sent this, but these are the sculptures I was taught, the things like
Wow.
junk art, found objects, but go ahead with this. Sorry to interrupt, Sir Cynthia.
So on the left is some examples. I do drawings inside of tins, and like I recycle things that I find like mouse traps, and then on the right, those are eggshell.
Excuse me, these are sardine cans, right?
Those are
Oh,
sardine cans and
that's
various
great.
tins. There's a round tin and then
And the mouse trap is right
I
here.
candy
love it.
tin on the
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, I know Suzanne would love this kind of thing.
I know, they're so
Yeah.
fun.
Cynthia,
So
do you paint?
the candy tin on the bottom left has an abstract on an eggshell.
Oh,
And
this is on an eggshell.
yeah, and
Oh.
the mouse traps instead of, there's a whole story, like I had a friend who actually first did these, and she always took pecans and made mice out of them, and I was vegan at the time, so I started doing them with seed pods that I collect instead, so I'm feeding the mice rather than catching them.
So you were saying about these when I interrupted?
Those are all eggshell paintings.
Oh my.
They're with ink and some watercolor.
Oh,
How
And
big are they?
goodness.
Pardon?
What size are they?
The tins are 2-inch.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, 2-inch tins.
Oh,
So it's the bottom half of the eggshells.
Yeah.
How do you do without
look at
getting-
that
without
detail.
cracking
Oh my goodness.
And then what is it placed in? What kind of can is this?
Oh, they're in candy tins, and then I just use corrugated paper behind them, and I
great
I put gold ink on the paper, so it's just on the top ridge of the tin.
Wow.
That's what
Yeah.
So
I mean.
unique.
You think outside the box. That's really
Really
That's
creative.
Wow.
fascinating. Yeah.
I keep joking that I'm still doing the things I did as a kid. I didn't like dolls. I
Good.
like playing with my brother's erector set and taking radios apart, and I like to build houses for dolls and build furniture and make things out of whatever I could find. And I was very fortunate to have a very talented artist for a mom. So
Oh,
she
wow.
indulged me in everything. everything. And so I'm still doing this. I'm still making my own coloring pages, and coloring them in. So I haven't changed any. But it took me a lifetime to get here. For most of my art life, I was a hand weaver, and then got very ill and was bedbound and started drawing to try to find a way to live again. And it turned into all of this that I'm doing now.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Love them.
Thanks.
I have a
Hi.
question,
Yeah.
Cynthia. Can I ask a question?
Sure.
How did you when you get a tin can, they're pretty sharp when you take the top off. Did you smooth them out, or?
Yeah, I just run some metal sandpaper over the, wet metal sandpaper around the edge of it to make sure. But people are generally not sticking their hands in there, and I've never been cut.
Okay.
So they're not as sharp.
Yeah.
I mean, I use, the tabs that come on the fish tins.
Yes.
I use those for hooks I glue to the back.
Okay. Perfect. Beautiful.
That's great.
Cynthia, I have a
Yeah.
question regarding your eggshells. How
Yeah.
big are those pieces on the right? Because I just can't imagine you taking off a piece of eggshell and keeping it intact.
Yeah.
So the bottom half, I've got,
Hey,
they're
guys.
the bottom half, they're the bottom 1/3 of an eggshell.
Uh,
And they are really challenging. You
We
have
have
to
to get
remove them.
moving, guys. We're gonna run out of time. I want to talk about this stuff here. And Cynthia has a heck of a mailing list, and people order from you through your mailing list, and you sell lots of this stuff.
Well, I sell some of it. I gift a lot because
Oh.
I'm still very sick and I'm bed tethered and homebound, and I have friends all over the world who are too. So I gift people who are in my position all the time. So I gift a lot of my work. So yeah, the bottles are they're just I've got all of
These
like
things here?
I'm working on this piece right now, and this is my mess
Where do
anyway.
you find the bottles?
Okay, well, I used to live up in the Northwest, and I ran into a whole bunch of them one time, and I bought them, but I also get them from other people. Like I'll try and make this quick for Christmas because I'm homebound and alone. I'm pretty isolated. I belong to a very active Buy Nothing group, and I wrote and said, "Hey, it's my birthday and it's Christmas, and you've given me a wonderful tree, but there's no gift. So how about you clear out your junk and bring it to me?" And they know the things I like. And then I have a free art box on my porch where I put prints of my work. And so they brought me, they filled my whole living room full of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I could continue working. So
So
I'm
You're
working.
amazing.
Thanks.
These
So
are
the
all,
bottom,
these are
okay,
all,
go ahead.
these are assembled together. You take,
Those are assembled, like the one on the left where the arrow was, that's a kitchen, I mean a shower faucet, an old one of those little tiny ones, and then that's a whiskey bottle from Australia that someone from Buy Nothing gave me. And one of the marbles, I collected marbles. I've lived all over the United States, and everywhere I garden, I seem to run into marbles. And then that one down below, there's a perfume bottle, and it's on clock gears and a washer, and it has a clock gear on the top. And then that's filled with watch parts. They gave me a bunch of watches last year, and I took them apart, and it's filled with those gears. That's part of my series called Time in a Bottle. And they always also have a key because the key unlocks memories. And so I personalize those.
Oh yeah, that's great.
With, like Boy Scout memorabilia or old photographs. The one in the back that's got a hand inside of it, that's called Genie in a Bottle. And it has the fist with the third eye, warding off the third eye. And then the one on the right is an old, it's just pipe, it's a pipe joint from under a sink. And there's a button in that big